Hi everyone. Hi, hello. How are you all? How are you all? I'm fine, Textile Faisal. Thank you. Hi, Geet Juneja. Hello, hello. I'm also doing good, unique artworks. Okay, so we will wait for a couple minutes and then we can start with the session. Hi everyone. At the race Sana's Faith. So it's going to be a colored pencil session. We will be learning to draw a realistic watermelon in this session using colored pencils. As you know, it's very hot outside. Summer is on its peak. So I thought, why not we draw a summer special fruit, watermelon. Hello, the Painter's Bar. Hi everyone. Okay, I guess we should start with the session, right? So it's going to be an hour session, hopefully, and we are going to draw watermelon in this session, and I'll be using, for this session, I will be using this sketchbook. It's MENORAH Stationery 180 GSM sketchbook, okay, and it's great for color pencil, though it is mixed media. You can use it for other media also, but it also works best for color pencil. So I guess we should start. Avanti, can I use Camlin and DOMS? Yes, you can. The colors we are going to use here, the shades are very basic. Like we need red, orange and green tones for the like watermelon outer part. That's it. It's not like I have chose the reference which is, you know, we are going to use minimum shades and not like so many shades. Which brand of pencil color will you be going to use? I'll be using Bristol colored pencil for this purpose. You can go ahead with any brand, and a 24 set, a 48 set, both will work well because we only need a couple of shades. There are not much. Okay, so let me just give me a minute so I can flip my camera and adjust it, and then we can begin. I hope it's visible to you all. And this is what we are going to draw today. This one I had drawn like earlier, and this is the reference for today. Okay, it's a watermelon with some realism, and here I have sketched it, like lightly I have sketched it. Okay, so I guess we should start with it. Okay, and I have the reference in my phone as well. I have used grid method for sketching this. Okay, you can sketch it freehand if you want. You can sketch it with grid method, with any method you like. Okay, and the sketching is also very easy. It's not a very difficult one, so you can go ahead with this. So first, make sure you just erase it, these like grid lines or the graphite lines, because you know it can, like, see, you can, when you use color pencils, then it can come and, you know, make it look bad. And to remove it, you can use this like eraser dust. Use a brush, because right now it's fine, but when you are using color pencil, it might, you know, create a mess here. So okay, so I guess we can go ahead with it. So I will be starting with this part, this red portion. I'll start first. Okay, so this part first I'll be using. For this, I'll just take a dark red shade, you can say, and sketch the outline of the red portion lightly. Meanwhile, you guys can ask any doubt, any question. I'll be answering it side by side. Let me just once. Okay. Okay, so we have just sketched the outline. Now I'll be taking my black pencil, and first of all I'll be making the seeds, because seeds will be the prominent part here. So we will just make the seeds. What you have to do is you have to go like this. It's like I'm giving you the basic idea. If you want to draw a watermelon, go and this slice, so you just go like this when you are drawing the seeds, and the seeds should be like scattered. It should not be in a one serial order, like going like this. It will make it look very unnatural. So just go make it in a way that it looks natural, a bit scattered but still aligned. And make sure, for this purpose, for making seeds, your pencil should be sharpened enough. Okay. So here, like I'm drawing, it should be broad at the tip, like on, and like this. Okay, so now just make it randomly. You can follow the reference strictly, but I'll just go easy, like, okay. Can you show the shades of the color you are using? Okay, yeah, sure. So this one is the black pencil I'm using here, and later on I'll show you the other shades also. Okay, I guess we are done with this. Now I will be using this this is your mahogany shade, or in simple words you can use a brown shade, and we will just add a slight, you know, below these seeds. Partially we will color these seeds on the bottom, just to add a bit depth. As we are focusing on realism, these are, you know, the tips or Like many people ask me, what can you share some tips or something to make it realistic? These little things are those tips. I could have jumped directly on the red part, but you know, these are some tactics that you can follow. Okay, now one more thing, we will be I'm using this violet shade and doing the same thing, but with a very light pressure. We don't want that violet to come very prominent when you complete the drawing. It's just an undertone. On random seeds. Okay, fine. Are you using normal A4 size paper? No, right now I am using this 180 GSM MENORAH Stationery sketchbook. So it is 180 GSM. You can use normal A4 size paper too, but make sure the GSM is fine. Like don't use cartridge paper or print paper. You can go with ivory sheet. They can still work better, but cartridge paper will hinder your process if you are layering. So yes. Now moving ahead with other part. Now I will take this crimson shade. Okay, crimson shade, and evenly layer this whole red part. Now why I am doing this? This is because I feel if you add a very light base layer with a very light pressure, it turns out that your blending comes better, like smoother. This works for me every time. It kind of makes the grain even, or just add a base. Okay, that's it. Now I'll just tell you the shades I'll use in this whole part side by side. So this is the shade in the Brustro. It is called Paprika, but if I like, it is more of a orangish red shades. Okay, next I'll be needing here is this is scarlet red. So a bright red and orangish red, just telling you in simpler terms, and crimson, and we will be needing that brown shade we used earlier. So yes, these are some shades I'll be using at this part. Along with this, I'll use the dark brown shade for this part, this darker area that you can see. So these are some shades you can go ahead with. If you are using a smaller set, go with a brown shade and this kind of shade, a red and an orange tone. That will be fine. Okay, now second question that I get the most is, should we start from dark to light when blending with color pencils, or light to dark? Always go from dark to light. It is easier to blend them. So starting that way, first shadows at these parts, so adding darker brown at this. Also guys, this live will be saved on MENORAH Stationery page, so if you miss any part, you can rewatch it over there, or in case you are drawing with me, you feel like you need some time, then also you can just watch it again. You are practicing, then also. Okay. And go from light pressure to hard pressure. Don't just do it in the very starting like this, then it won't blend. Yes, it will be saved. Okay, now I'll be taking this brown shade. Also, you can see that I am doing like this. This is circular motion. It helps to blend the colors well. Don't do like this, then like this. It won't give you the good results that you want. So go like this, or in the direction of the drawing, like the shape of that watermelon slice is this. So like this, don't like this, it will spoil your artwork. So just circular blending. Okay, now next I will be using this red shade. It's the crimson. Okay, it's more to like red with a pink touch. Slight. Now we'll be adding the scarlet red, the major red shade that I'll be using, or you can say the proper red color that I need. Now this is my base layer and I have an enough portion so I can go like freely. And at last, the orangish red paprika shade, and this will be at the tip of this melon where we have all the light falling, and slightly it is at this portion as well. See, we are done with the base layer. This is the base layer, and a very important part when you are working with color pencil. Now I'll layer it. Increase the pressure with every layer, repeating the steps in the same order, going from dark to light. To add depth, I will add slight violet shade here. Not much. To the the part which is the darkest, that seems the darkest. That's it. I'll not add it again. It's enough. Also, just let me see if any question. Snowy @Snowy. I am using Brustro colored pencils. Okay, let's just speed up the process now. I'll go a bit fast now, but whenever you are drawing or working with color pencils, just go really slow, be patient to get the satisfying results. Only then you will learn it more better. In the beginning it feels like what is this even happening, but slowly and slowly you will see the results. Okay, done with the second layer. This time I just increased the pressure a bit. Now in the third layer I'll not add much brown because it's already much dark here, so no, I'll just add this lighter version of brown bit, and I guess it's enough, and slight values of orange here. Because there are some reflections of light. Okay. Now I'll just add the crimson shade. Checking the questions, guys. If you have any questions, you can ask side by side, replying to them. here we have this part. Also, I think I will use have this coral shade. It's called coral. It's like kind of peach but more orangish. Okay. Now I will blend these. Move in circular motions. See, I'm increasing the pressure now. This first we were doing layering and now I'm burnishing them. I normally use I combine these two methods, layering and burnishing. Now you can see there's a bit of dust, so I'll clean it with this brush. Taking the red part. If you like, just look, I am still using circular motion. How many drawing you able to draw with one set of pencil color? One set, like I have 72 set of pencil color, so 72 shades I mean. So if you are saying from that, I draw all the drawings that are there on my page. Okay, changing the shade to that orangish red. Just mix it with the previous shade also, only then it will come out nice. Oh, now this coral shade, it is peach shade, so if you have peach shade you can add it over here, but it's not much. We'll just mix the last layer with it because we can't use white here, otherwise it will just give a very grayish effect. So using the nearest possible light shade. White is a good burnishing pencil, but don't use it with dark shades and like here. And that's it. We are done with the watermelon part. Look, this and this. Now we will add some details. This is wetted pencil, just defining the seeds a bit, and I'll take the black pencil and just dark the seeds. Okay, now comes the magic tool, which is the white gel pen. You can use acrylic paint if you want, but the thing is, we need very, dot should be very, use very small brush, 0 number or 000, I guess. Yeah, you have to add these dots. First you have to add slight lines near your seeds like this. Okay, like this. Let me just see. Does the type of paper matters on layering and blending technique? Yes, it absolutely matters what paper you are using. Okay, like if you are using a paper with low GSM, suppose we have print papers, cartridge paper as well, the layering won't come that good. Like you cannot add much layers. There are chances your paper might get toned, and also like the blending won't come that well. The layers will not blend up well, because I have used, like, I didn't draw on print paper, but I had used the cartridge paper, but I am shocked by the results when I changed the paper only. So yes, it do matter what kind of paper you have, what's the GSM, smooth or textured. I personally prefer texture, slightly textured, not much, slightly textured paper. Okay, and now I'll add this highlights. See, now just add those random dots. Okay, just follow your reference, add those dots. When I add highlights, I normally combine acrylics, white gel pen, everything. Like the tiniest dots I draw with, like I make using this white gel pen, and when going to a bigger area, I normally use the acrylic paint. What else question do we have? Let me just, no, these are not Prisma, these are Brustro colored pencils. Yeah, final result you want to see, this will be the final result. Okay, so I'll just move ahead with the other part first. So now we have this portion. This is the green shade, sap green, leaving some distance because we will add white here. Just outlining this part as well, the way we did red. Okay. Now we'll take a lighter green and slightly with very light pressure I'll just add a layer, and at this side towards this red portion we will add a slight orange layer. Make sure you leave this white gap in between. Okay, now I will take my white pencil and polish it. Okay, taking the green pencil and refining the edges. Okay, now this portion we will be doing. For this, again same, first outlining it with the green shade. Okay, now adding a base layer with sap green, but with very light pressure. Okay, then taking my black pencil, and we have to make these lines. So there is no need to, I don't feel there is any need to copy the reference as such. Just make some irregular stripes. The stripe should not be regular, so like it is finishing here, it is finishing here, so it should be irregular stripe pattern you have to make. Okay, now over this, taking a darker green and kind of layering it so that it can come out more natural and not those dark black stripes only. Okay, again grabbing my black pencil and adding the same layer. Okay, now taking that sap green, kind of darkening it, and in this white portion just adding a light layer with it. Now I'll take a mint green shade. It's mint green. We need very, I feel we need very slight color. That's it. Now the light green, and at last the white, which will blend these things up. Just refining the black portion. Almost done with this part as well. This is what I love about this paper, this 180 GSM paper by MENORAH Stationery, that you are left with zero grains in your drawing. It just come out so smooth. The pencil works like butter on this paper. So here we go. Now we will add this shadow. So for that you need a graphite pencil. Simple way, I'll be using a graphite pencil. Just look how I am doing. So this part from here, I am with a very light pressure just adding like this. Now I will use earbud, Q-tips, and blend it. You can use your finger as well. Add another layer for the darker part. Use your finger. I'll also use the black pencil here just to add the darkest shadow underneath. Here we go. Let me just see the questions. I'm using Brustro color pencil. Yes, this live will be saved, Samiksha. Thank you. Thank you @Artlingo. Thank you, Namats. Also, in case you don't understand any part, this live will be saved on the page of MENORAH Stationery. Also, I have a written tutorial uploaded on my page for this particular drawing in the swipe post of this watermelon. So you can just have a look over there as well. So we are almost done with this part, and let's move with this. I'll go with the green one first. Outlining. So this is again the same thing we did here, just outlining it. Erase these grid lines that you might have. Okay. Taking the same pencil, adding a base layer. Base layer is really very, very important. Okay. Now taking my black pencil. Here in this part we will add more green than black. This was towards the shady area, so we needed to add more black. So we'll add black, but not that much. Again, we need to add stripes, but the stripes should be irregular, like going here, here, like this. Okay, it should be very irregular. So which is your favorite fruit, like of summers? Probably, like I love mangoes in summers. What about you all? Also, when you are, just go like this. Okay, your hand should, everything should get converged at this point, all your stripes. Okay, you know, like it should go this way. Okay, just consider it as a ball and you have to go that way to make it look spherical. Now I'll take a darkest green, you can say, and layer it over the black. following the same irregular stripe pattern, because we need more green here. So I'll just add more pressure when adding this dark green. Okay, some stripes will be thicker, some will be thinner. That will give you that realistic effect. Okay, we are done with this green part. Thank you, Avani. That's great. That's great. We all are mango people. Okay. Now, this having highlight, so we will not add much shades at this place. I'm just taking the sap green first, because we cannot just transit that fast to the lighter shade. Look, this is your sap green shade that I am adding. That's it. Now I am taking this light green shade, just adding it in between the part, leaving this part. As I said, it was having more highlights. Now, final pencil, white. Just burnish everything. I'll burnish only in the middle layer, not over this, otherwise it will make it grayish. For that I'll use some other pencil. I'll let you know. Okay, now I'll take, this is a dark green shade only, and I'll blend it, the dark part with this. We are done with this part as well. Removing all the dust. Guys, if you have any question, you can ask me. Those who have joined just now, letting you know that this live will be saved on the MENORAH Stationery page. So if you have missed this live, you can watch there again. And just, okay, now I'll do this red portion first. Okay, taking the red crimson shade pencil and outlining it. You know, the basic steps remains the same. I'm drawing a watermelon. Now if I draw an apple, the basic shape, the steps will remain same. Outlining, layering from darkest to lightest, going from light to dark pressure, hard pressure. So, you know, the basic steps remain same. I always try my best to choose a reference which is easy for you people to also to try along and understand, and for me also to make you understand. Okay, done with the base layer. Again, the seed portion. with the black pencil. Okay, now taking the dark brown and adding the depth to the seeds. Okay, do we have any questions? Fine. Now let's go ahead. Now, as this portion is inwards, so this part will have shadow as well as this part will have shadow. So these area will be dark. So I'll add the dark brown layer at this inner corner to make it look a cut section. Now at this part it's very dark, honestly, so it will add a lot of dark shade. Okay, going ahead with brown. Taking red. Orangish part for the out, but very slightly we will just color. That's it. Now layer it. Increase the pressure, layer. Adding final orange shade. Almost done with this part as well. Now the outer section, leaving some white space, outlining this part. Do we have any question? Let me just... Art card 26. I am using Brustro colored pencil. Thank you @artholic Swati. Same way, adding the base layer. Now again we have more black portion here rather than green. Irregular pattern. Adding a dark green shade. Then the light green alongside. finally the white shade. That's it. We are almost done. We just need to add this part. Slight orange shade as we did in this part on the edge. Then take the white pencil and burnish this area. Moving the dust, all we need to do is now refine this part with a sharp pencil. Okay. Now I'll just Art Car 26. No, these pencils are wax based. Thank you everybody. Now adding the shadow just like we did in the previous part, using the pencil, adding like this, blending with your finger. The finger add more soft finish. When you need more harder finish, then you can go with the earbuds. Taking the black pencil, adding some dark. You can also add these shadows with charcoal pencils also. But right now I'm just using the simple graphite pencil. So we are almost done. Only need to add with highlights. I think we need to add some highlights over this part. Slightly on this part. Also just need to refine these. Okay. I have this white marker. I'll just try if you can. Yeah. So just adding this white spot like sections with this. You can use any white marker or white gel pen, white acrylic. These are acrylic markers only. So this is just to add little texture over the skin. Just adding it, tapping it with the fingers. Okay, let me just refine this part and we are done. So here is the final result, and this is what we had learned today. Realistic watermelon. I hope you all enjoyed this session. Also, I will like to show you some other drawings as well that I made in this sketchbook. So this was the same that we drew today. This is another drawing that I have did. It's a burger. I love to draw food illustrations. Thank you, Her Art Book. And yes, this live will be saved on MENORAH Stationery page. You can check that out. Another drawing. This is a pearl gemstone necklace, a candy jar. These all drawings I have posted on my page, so you can check out my page and you can get all these drawings over there. And this I am something working on. These are some other fruit illustrations: strawberry, peach, macaroons. some more fruit illustrations. So yeah, that's what we have for now. So I hope you enjoyed this session, and honestly I had a lot of fun explaining you and drawing this with you. If you have draw this with me, you can post it, tag me and MENORAH Stationery. I would love to see what you have draw, or if you will draw it in the future. And also I post tutorials on my page on basically fruit drawings, so you can check it. These are written tutorials on this whiteboard post, and you can check and get it in the written form as well. All the things are explained well in steps, small steps. I hope you enjoyed this live session. It was really fun, and I really enjoyed making this with you all today. And yes, many people were asking me about the page and paper, so I'll repeat this again. Paper quality matters a lot, so always choose a good quality paper. This is 180 GSM paper, and I am super satisfied with the sketchbook. Like, all my drawings are in this sketchbook. I just carry it wherever I go to my university, I carry it with me there. So yes, thank you Her Art Book so much. I am a colored pencil artist. I also use watercolors, and yes, graphite I used to use like in past. Right now I am using colored pencil and watercolor. Also, I hope you all enjoyed it. Okay, so if you have any question, just ask me so that I can. Where I am from Punjab. Thank you so much everyone. I'm so happy that you enjoyed this live sessions and you like all the drawings. I'm really very happy. There are many tutorials coming up on my page. I'm planning lots of things, so just follow me if you want. Just check my page if you like. Just follow me so that whenever I post, you know, you get notified. Brand of color pencil, it is Brustro colored pencil. These are the color pencil, Brustro colored pencil, 72 shades. No, I don't have a YouTube channel. I only have Instagram channel, Instagram page, and I post over there only. So if you have not drawn this with me, you will draw it later on, you're planning that, then I'll just suggest you go slowly, be patient, give yourself time, don't hurry up, because then you will feel like I am following the steps but the result is not coming that way. Because don't just rush. If I have completed it 1 hour, no, you can complete it in 2 hours, take 3 hours. There is no issue. When I started, I used to take like so long, but with practice, you know, you learn the things and then you feel like, yeah, I have done this earlier, I can make it again. Your IG ID. Okay, so it's artsy_komal. Okay. So do you guys have any other questions, or we should wind this session up because it's already past 1 hour. Can you give me the recording? Yes, the recording will be saved on the MENORAH Stationery page just after this live, and then you can check that. It will be there on their page. Is Prisma same? Like, I haven't used Prisma pencils ever. They are also wax based, these are also wax based, but obviously there might be some quality differences. I don't know, like, but the people who use, they say that they are great, but this is also great, it works great for me, so I'm very happy with these as well. If you want to go with an affordable range, like Prisma are way too expensive. If you can go that buy that, just go ahead with that. If you want with an affordable range, you can have it. It's on you. I want to recreate this much. Oh my god, masterpiece. That's a huge compliment. Thank you. And I will love to see your masterpiece as well. Just tag me or DM me if you make it. I'll just love to see what you create. With acrylic paints, of course, like I have seen people doing realism with acrylic paint, so it must be possible. Like I have not tried acrylics, so I cannot give you any tips or anything for that. You can just try it. If it turns out good, is it same? All these are wax based pencils. Okay, so make sure you want to recreate, and I want to see that recreation, really. What's your page name? It's artsy_komal. Artsy_komal. That's my page name. Okay, I guess we should wind this session now. So thank you everyone who joined this session, and it was really fun drawing this with you all, chatting with you all, giving answers to your question, which otherwise seems a little difficult. And it was really a wonderful session. So thank you so much for joining, and I am waiting to see your recreation. So do tag me and MENORAH Stationery so we can see and reshare it. Bye bye. Good night.